Welcome back to Living with a Classic. I'm out in this 1991 or 1992, I can't really remember, but it's a very late Daimler Double Six. Been working on it now for quite a while. There's been some videos on this channel, so I'll put a link to them down below if you want to check that out. And now I'm returning it to its owner. It's a customer car, and he has flown back to Sweden. I think he lives abroad, and he's here in the summer. This is his very lovely summer car. So I'm meeting him at the train station now. It's about 10 o'clock at night. He's arrived with an airplane from where he normally lives. And then he's going to drive this to summer place, enjoy it for 4 or 5 weeks or so now in the really nice summer. And then it's going to come back for winter storage at my place and to probably continue some other small things. I have fixed, like I said, a lot of things. Oil service, oil and filter change, done the spark plugs, HC leads, distributor cap, rotor, intake manifolds were off. We've done all the fuel hoses, everything, and I've given it a tune. And yesterday I went to fill up the AC. That works as well. Put a new receiver dryer in it. It had a new compressor already, just never really got all put together. So the AC blows nice and cold now, which is perfect. But there are small glitches, but I think we're going to fix that. Like the interior fan on this side only works on the high speed, but that one works on all the speeds. So it's one of those fan controllers, but those are things we can work on later. The car seems to run and drive beautifully, and yesterday when I did fill the AC, I test drove it for about 10 kilometers on a very, very hot day, and the car did very well. So I'm very happy to be able to give this car back to the customer. The one thing I sort of want to talk about here while I'm on my way to the station is this is sort of the first customer car I've had where I don't know the customer beforehand. Customer cars I've had before have been friends of mine's cars or, friend of a friend, so I've known them. But this was just someone I did not know at all. It all started with he posted some questions about his car on a Facebook group for the Swedish Jaguar Club, and I answered him, and then we started writing back and forth, and he sent me his number and asked me to give him a call about his car. So I did, and this ended up being that he trusted me to do work on his car after he's seen the videos and after he's seen my cars. So I'm very honored that he trusted me to work on this absolutely lovely Daimler. It's such a nice example of one. It's really a true survivor. It's been used all the time, but it's been loved the whole time. So it's really good. It hasn't really just sat around for years. It's been regular use, but still not that high miles, about 145,000 kilometers, which is nothing for one of these V12s. But the interior looks and feels pretty much brand new, and like I said, drives like a dream. But it's been my first experience with having a customer car that I don't really know the owner, and honestly it's been a little nerve-wracking, kind of hard to explain. But when I drive someone else's car, like when I was driving yesterday, I am so on edge, I am so concentrated, like in a good way, just listening for every sound, everything, checking the gauges even more than with my own car, and also working on it. Normally if I've had an engine partially apart and I put it back together and I fire it up, I'm just excited about it. But here I was nervous because even though I knew I hadn't done anything wrong, I was worried that I had, because of course it isn't my car. But maybe that's something that you get used to. If any of you guys have ever worked on someone else's cars, either at a shop professionally or just help friends out, do you sort of recognize that feeling? That it feels like a really big responsibility taking care of someone else's pride and joy. I mean, the man has had this car for I think 20 years or something. So he definitely absolutely loves the thing and wants to keep it. That's why we're just doing all these sort of necessary jobs like fuel hoses and those things, because he wants to keep the car and keep it in good condition. So this car will probably, if everything goes well, be back on the channel. And let me guys know in the comments down below if you've enjoyed the videos on this Daimler Double Six, and if you want to see more stuff on it when it comes back. I'm very lucky that the owner lets me film with the car. He just thinks it's a lot of fun. Whenever I post a new video on the car, I send a link over to him and he checks it out and he says he shows it to his friends. So that's all very, very cool. But let me know what you think of that. If you want to see more cars like this, more customer cars, I do have 1 or 2 sort of lined up that could be interesting. They're also both V12s. So let me know if that's something you want to see here on the channel. More cars that I work on that aren't necessarily mine, but definitely are still Jags and still really, really great cars. And also, once again, let me know what you think of the whole thing of working on someone else's car. Do you recognize that feeling of not really, you know, it almost feels like you just got your license and you're borrowing your parents' brand new car or something, and you're just really, really worried that something's going to happen. Well, like you see, I'm about to go into the forest here on my way, and it's getting quite dark out, so I probably really can't film anymore, and also need to turn on the GPS so I know where I'm going. But anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Anyways, until next time, I'm Adam, and this was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.